Now, today we're going to be looking at match weeks 14 and 15 of the EPL. And unlike other weeks, we are going to be leaving out Man City from today's analysis. Well, it's quite simple. We can't keep going on and on about the failures and the frailties of Man City. This week we're going to be looking at a couple of matches, and the matches are, we have so many matches this the 14 and 15. Like I said last week, the EPL is on a roll, and there are midweek matches that are stuffed in. So first, we had the breaking news for today. David Coyote, the referee who had issues over the last couple of months, has been sacked. Although he says, he's trying, he feels there is a case to be made as regards on his own side of the story. Well, we leave that till he makes his own defense. Now we go to the Tottenham-Chelsea match. For the last two game weeks, Tottenham has shown their underbelly has been soft. You can't keep, as a coach, you can't keep having a particular plan A. You go into a match with a plan A, into every match with plan A. You have no reactive plan B. Teams will always find you out. Initially, I thought before the season started, when owing to the Leicester games of last season, I felt Maresca was that kind of a coach that was always rigid with his plans. But you saw over the last couple of matches, you've seen Maresca evolve with his tactics. First of all, for the Tottenham game, Tottenham is a team that inverts his fullbacks. That means they come into the midfield. So what they do is, in essence, is that they try to force through the midfield. And teams that have exploited the flanks against them always give them tough times. Also, teams that are able to build a low block, concentrate a low block at the defense and exploit the wings, have been able to overcome their strategy. Chelsea's Maresca started with a Caicedo as a fullback, inverting into midfield. When that wasn't working out, although it worked out to an extent, but when that wasn't suitable for his game, we saw a Maresca change his plan immediately, brought in a fullback, removed Lavia, kept Caicedo in the midfield to counter the effect of their midfield. And Tottenham fell flat. There was no reaction. Tottenham were leading 2-0 against a resurgent Chelsea. There was meant to have been a reactive plan so that they could withstand the pressure, they could contain whatever they had. But it's one issue that is going to be, it's one thing that's going to be an issue for the Tottenham coach going forward. Now we have Arsenal over the last two game weeks. Arsenal has been winning their matches through corner kicks. In fact, their last 3 goals were corner kicks. And as a result, they've been nicknamed the Corner Kings. And I want to say something about that. As much as people make fun of it, and I like what Arteta did. That used to be the Chelsea. That used to be Chelsea, and people mocked Chelsea. It doesn't matter how you win a game. All that matters at the end of the day is winning the game. Once Arsenal is able to evolve and be a title-winning team, then there could be evolution into trying to make their games beautiful. But for now, the strategy should be about winning games, winning titles. Now, I would be going into the Leicester team. I didn't talk about the Leicester team in the first match and that's in the previous game week, because they were, meeting a team that was at their low point. Talking about West Ham. Now, over these last 2 game weeks, we've seen a Leicester team. Although they recruited a coach that was an attacker, I expected him to have the attacking philosophy, attack. But surprisingly, he's more of a cautious coach, concentrating on defense, and he has been able to bring out the best in Jamie Vardy. You see Jamie Vardy in the last matches he has played. He has scored about 3 to 4 goals over 4 matches. Now that's a good one from the Leicester coach, and considering the fact that Leicester are down the table, that could see them quickly gain momentum and come up the table. Now to Man United. Man United, we know the fairy tale. Has it really been a fairy tale even? Man United, the team is beginning to show its frailties, and Amorim must drop the good guy, the good guy demeanor. He must look at the project at hand, try to cut the squad in size, know the players that would work for him over the course of the season, know the players he's going to ship out at the end of the season, and begin to work on that. The good guy, show is not going to get him anywhere. He needs to get to business. I really feel that players like Ugarte would do a really good, a real job for him. He should bring in Ugarte into the team and make him blend. That's the kind of player that fits his philosophy. A terrier, someone that goes around, nicking balls from other players, from the opponents. That should be the kind of players, or the kind of players that Amorim should get into his team. Now, lastly, I realized that a couple of persons do not know about the criteria for selecting the Club World Cup teams. Now, that's to say that we had the last qualification, and the draws was made for the Club World Cup over the week, and we have 32 teams. Now, these are the simple criteria for the selection of the teams. We have obviously there's a bias for Europe and European teams. So we had Europe having 12 slots. We had CONMEBOL, that is the South American League, having 6 slots. We had CAF, African Federation, having 4 slots. We had AFC, the Asian Federation, having 4 slots. We had CONCACAF, that's Central and Northern America, having 4 slots as well. And OFC, Oceania, that's where you have New Zealand, you have Macau, all those, Papua New Guinea. So though they have 1 slot, and there's a slot reserved for the host. Now, this is the simple calculation. The period of evaluation was from 2021 to 2024. That's 4-year period. Now, for Europe, you have the 4 slots for the 4 winners, and we have the 8 slots for the teams based on performances, coefficients and performances. So the rankings of the teams, that gets you into the team. Now, there's one caveat. 2 teams from a federation or from a nation are not allowed, or more than 2 teams are not allowed into the competition. So that's why a team like Liverpool did not qualify. Liverpool was high in the coefficient but did not qualify because you already had Man City who were winners, you already had Chelsea who were winners, and also you had two-time champions Real Madrid. So instead of four winner teams from Europe, you had 3 winner teams from Europe. So 9 slots were allocated to teams based on coefficient. And that was the reason why Benfica, the qualification period ended with the last game week of the last Euro game week. So that's why a team like Benfica qualified late. Now for CAF had 3 winner teams and 1 slot because one of the teams won the CAF Confederation Cup twice. So the CAF Confederation Cup twice. So you had one of the slots going. So there was also, because of the fact that other federations do not have the coefficient rules to bring about rankings, FIFA immediately created one for them. 3 points for winning a match, 1 point for drawing a match, 3 points for qualifying to the next stage of the competition. That's the knockout round. So based on this, teams were were ranked, and for CAF, you had 1 slot for a team, higher ranked team. And for CONCACAF, also rather for AFC, there was a period in which they altered their calendar, so there were only 3 qualifying teams. The 1 slot was given to the winner to the team placed higher in rank. So that's, and also like I talked about, we are the host teams. So those were the criteria that were used in getting the 32 teams. For the host, of course, there was a bias, and LA Galaxy, not LA Galaxy, no, not LA Galaxy. That's the team of Messi. That is Miami, Inter Miami. So they were given the slot for USA. That's the host team. So those were the way in which FIFA chose the 32 teams. If you have any comments as regards today's analysis, please drop a comment. Do not forget to click like. Do not forget to click your notification bell and then share the video.